Welcome to week 9 of 52 Weeks of Storytelling. This week, we're talking about coffee and tea, and I'll share a little bit about why we're talking about this prompt and what my favorite tea memory is. So you can skip and listen to that if you want, but I suggest you stick around and listen to how these words are going to flow. So, what is 52 Weeks of Storytelling? 52 Weeks of Storytelling is a video series that I'm running for 52 weeks where a video drops every single week, and you can use a prompt to write one page of your story using the suggested storytelling method. It's pretty epic if I do say so myself. So, with that, you can check out the description to grab a printed journal on Etsy or go get one off of Amazon, however you'd like to choose. Alternatively, you can also just write it in your own journal. Sometimes it's fun to follow along with, worksheets and stuff. So, if you like worksheets, I have a journal for you. So, with that, let's jump into the prompt. We're going to start with who, what, when, where, and why. First four are usually pretty self explanatory for people. Sometimes they get tripped up on the why of the thing. The why, for me, how I like to think about it is, how did you get to this moment? How did you get here? Was there something that happened? Why did this moment happen? Did you, in the coffee and tea world, did you want to try a new coffee? Did you want to try a new tea? Did someone say, hey, let's go get coffee? And that's your favorite memory? Ooh, I think that rhymed. So, really, this memory can be any kind of memory that has to do with coffee, tea, or another drink if you don't like any of those things. What I found over the years is that many people often create incredible memories over food or beverages, whatever kind of beverage you'd like. So, this is an opportunity to think about a moment where you shared a drink with someone else, whatever it was, or if someone introduced you to something that you later held on to for forever. Spoiler, that's what my memory is about. So let's get back to the word flow and the prompt. So the last part of the storytelling method is digging deeper. What are the emotions, the feelings, the impact? Why do we want people to remember this? What do we want people to remember? The impact part is, how did it impact you? Did it change the way you saw something? Did you do something different because of this memory? Those are the prompts. So feel free to pause this video right now, write down your answers, think about it, just outline a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with all the words. I also encourage you to reach out to the person that you're thinking about. Start the conversation now. Ask them what they remember. How did they feel about that moment? And did they remember something differently than you did? I'd also encourage you, if you have space and time and thought process, is to write down, what did you talk about? Was it something that was it mundane? Was it just everyday conversation? Was it something that they were giving you advice? Was it a business meeting? Include all of those details in the what with the who. So that is the prompts. That's the intro and how our words flow. Story example. Ready? Here's my story. Okay. I love both coffee and tea. I am not an either or type of person. Sometimes it's like the situation. So sometimes the situation calls for a pot of tea. It's really bad if you're putting on a pot of tea. If you're just getting a cup, then it's social, right? So this all comes from my dad being from Northern Ireland, and you knew it was going to be bad if we had to put on a pot of tea, okay? That's usually what happens when you got big news, maybe sad news, when there was a wake, whatever. Like every part of my growing up was punctuated with tea. So I love tea. I love loose tea. I'm actually a little bit of a snob when it comes to it. I like very specific things. And I just like tea. It was something that my dad made all the time, and that's what we would drink at home. So I ended up drinking coffee later in life as an adult. At first to stay awake. Now I actually really enjoy coffee, and we actually get our coffee locally here in this small town where I live. It's called Butler, Pennsylvania, and there's a really epic coffee shop on Main Street called Cummings. They have a couple other locations, but I love getting their flavored coffee now. So our top three favorites right now are um, the Danish pastry is amazing. Chocolate raspberry is almost always there, and blueberry cobbler. They're just fun. So like one's a dessert coffee, one's the morning coffee, and like one's the afternoon coffee. So that is my memory. That is my story. I hope that you take a moment to share this memory with someone you love. Share your story, ask them about theirs, and take a moment to have a storytelling conversation. I hope that this has helped you Right. Some part of your story. Don't forget to check back for more, check the playlist, and grab your journals. With that, I hope you have an incredibly wonderful day. And until we talk again, happy writing.